Good evening, you delightful people. If you're feeling like a salty degenerate, well, you've come to the right place. I'm going to cheer you up. So, we're going to check out some gorgeous plants. And you might be wondering, where am I? Somewhere in the Pacific Northwest, huh? Somewhere where there's tall redwood trees and tall Douglas fir trees. Yeah, we're in a Salt Point. Oh, excuse me, that's where I want to be right now, but I'm a salty degenerate right now because I didn't get to go there today. I'm mad about it, but I'm not going to let that drag me down. I'm in Samuel P. Taylor State Park, famous place amongst Northern Californians. A lot of San Franciscans come up here, at least they used to, probably still do. But to enjoy the serenity and beauty of the redwoods, and we're going to do the same. So, our first look at is some real nice. Oh man, some real nice ferns, huh? Of course, you've always got your right here, your western sword fern, Polystichum munitum, and you're always going to have your, what is that over there? That's that one that I'm zooming into. This one, Aetherium felix femina. So that's the lady fern. You're always going to have the wonderful, spectacular Torreya Californica family is Araliaceae. That's like the family that has English ivy and ginseng in there. I see a really cool, if I can even get into it, see those ferns right there, Adiantum palmatum, or palmata, the wonderful five-finger maidenhair fern. I've got this cool-ass nurse log right here, a fallen redwood, and it's a nursery tree for baby redwoods, tan oaks. Got a little guy right there. That's Corylus cornuta, the hazelnut tree. Well, it's called the beaked hazelnut, but Corylus cornuta just makes more sense. Moving on, checking out this. I just love Torreya Californica. I mean, this one's kind of beat up, but still, it's like straight out of a jungle. The appearance is not that it is, just the appearance. And got some good old thimbleberry right here. That'd be Rubus parvifolius. A wonderful berry that sometimes produces fruits in the summertime. They taste like raspberries, but a little bit more sour. Oh, there's some more of that fern. Adiantum, right there. Palmata. Oh, ho, 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 what a beauty. So, because we're on the east-facing side of the hill, and it's basically an hour before sunset, it's the light is going to be pretty dim. So this might be short, but here's and heads up, this we've had our first rain in probably about 5 or 6 months. Everything is just drenched. I love it. The smell is heavenly. But here's this is the redwood inside out flower. That'd be Vancouveria planipetala. Cutie. I wish it was in bloom, but it doesn't bloom until March. So I'm gonna have to wait. But oh yeah, just something. Redwoods make me feel at home, at peace. I love being in the shade. Wow. Huh? Check that out. It's just a wet. We're in the understory. Oh, wonderful. Big leaf maple right here. Acer macrophyllum right there. Ain't she pretty? It's fall. So this is probably about a give or take 20 or 15-year-old tree. It's still young. One day it'll reach all the way up there. Oh man, so many ferns. There's a special treat I wanted to come out here for. Ironically, before I started filming, as I was making my way up to this trailhead, there was lots of them. Now, it might be a little while until I see another one. But I will save the suspense till we get there. So, what else do we have? Oh, there's some more of that Vancouveria. It's like Vancouver, IA, Vancouveria, Planipetala. Oh, so cute. I love the rain on him too. Look at that. Of course. Oh, there's some more ferns here. We got a Pteridium aquilinum, the bracken fern. Here's a little redwood sapling. Again, redwoods. There we are. That's a good, maybe about 80 or 100 feet tall. Trunk diameter is about 6 to 7 feet. Maybe that makes it about a 75 to 100 years old, potentially. So, beauty, huh? Yeah. Ready? Go. Yeah, let's share with you this sign. Take a moment to read it. I'm just going to enjoy myself. See, it gives you a distinction. Oh, a distinction between the Douglas fir needles and the coast redwood needles. So, yeah, Sequoias sempervirens. Good old redwood. Coast redwood. Wow. I mean, the smell of because there's a lot of bay trees in this redwood forest as well. This smells like, you know, when you open up a cedar, it smells like cedar mulch. If you don't know what redwood mulch smells like, it smells like a redwood. It's like a cedar, and they're in the same family. So, curious. What is this? It appears like Euonymus Californica. Very cool. This little guy. Look at that. Oh, that's a big one, huh? Look at this. Adiantum. Next to a Prosartes hookeri right there. Oh, is this? It appears to be Frangula Californica, perhaps, right here. That's colloquially called the coffee berry. Let's take a close look at this Corylus cornuta right here. This is again called the beaked hazelnut. It's in the Betulaceae, which is the family of like birches and poplars and hazelnuts. So yeah, the fruits are the seeds, which are in the fruits, are edible. I have not tried it, but maybe one day. I don't know what they taste like, but I'm sure they're tasty. A fallen comrade right here. But look at these massive. Wow, that one's leaning. It's crazy. I love how the sounds of people goes away. There's some more of that Aurelia Californica. Beauty. What a beaut. Aurelia. Wow. This guy. Look at this guy. Big. Big. Oh, some fungus. Appears to be a shelf mushroom. Neat. Wow. I'm so glad this heat wave is almost over. Yeah, I don't like sunshine and heat. I like cool and damp and cloudy. So, all right, press on. God damn, I just love these Vancouverias. They look like an ivy, but aren't. They're not even related. Ivies are in the Aureliaceae, and Vancouver area is in the Barbaridaceae, the barberry family. Barberry, not the company, okay? You populous scum. Giant redwood. How old is this bastard, huh? God, this has got to be like 12 feet in diameter. Probably 100 and more than 100 years old. And that's nothing for the lifespan of these things. They can live as long as 3,000 years. I've talked about this before on this channel, but potentially, you know, if the redwood tree has lived long enough and it gets cut down and produces root clones of itself, then genetically the chromosomes of those clones are still as old as the tree is. So if a 2,000-year-old tree gets cut down and produces clones, of course the genetic tissue of that tree is still 2,000 years old, but it's just in a little baby, you know, clones. Oh, here's some berries of that Torreya Californica. I wouldn't eat those. Leave it for the birdies. Oh, hey, check that out. If the camera will get it, but right here, that's Sambucus racemosa, the red elderberry, a wonderful tree that has a tropical-esque resemblance. Oh, this Douglas fir didn't make it. It died. That's interesting. Well, these trees, these are called stand trees, where they're just standing, but they're dead. Very important source for woodpeckers to store their stashes in. So, and this might take possibly a millennia to decay, who knows, but it will at some point, and become nutrients again into the soil. So it's the cycle of life, baby. Okay, now we're moving uphill. So we're kind of out of the riparian gate. No more of those wonderful, oh, there's still more of them here. Okay, I might have spoken too soon, but still, the Torreya Californica, there's some more of that, what the hell happened here? Oh, I don't know. There's some more of that, Sambucus racemosa right there, center screen. Oh, the red elderberry. There's that big boy still. Huge. It's a bay tree. See that? The wonderful Torreya Californica in the avocado family, Lauraceae. But those bay trees are extremely aromatic, and I just love the smell of them on a rainy day. That, and like, as much as that people hate the eucalyptus, including myself. It does smell really good on a foggy and rainy day. Oh, so oh wow, there's still lots of it here. That's wonderful. They were able to pull through the hot, dry Indian summer we've been having. It's weird that they still call it that. Jesus, how big is this guy? Oh, okay, it's a clonal, clonal division. But I mean, that trunk has got to be 12 or 13. Yeah, the camera doesn't even grasp how big this thing is. Okay, like huge, huge, huge. You're beautiful. More of these. I like these cordless cornuta trees, you know? They kind of remind me of the witch hazel trees that I grew up around in Virginia. Here's some of those catkins right there. Can you even see them? Little catkins, which is where the flowers are. Eventually those catkins will turn to the fruit. Ah, okay. We have been blessed with the presence of the red elderberry again. Your mother was a hamster and your father smells like elderberries. So elderberries do have a very interesting smell, I'll tell you that. Kind of like medicine and a hint of feet. So make of that what you will. They're still great trees. They played a very important role in their ecosystem. So, and that is providing food and shelter and building materials. So, our good old friend Vaccinium racemosa, right here. They're always going to be sympatric with redwood trees, but they aren't exclusive. They do grow on the coast. They do grow in the mountains, with or without redwoods, but they're always seen. Where there are redwoods, there will be black huckleberry, Vaccinium ovata. A wonderful shrub. It produces delicious berries in August or July, somewhere in there. Family is the Ericaceae, the blueberry family. Some more of that wonderful Torreya Californica. Sad to see this, but it's important to know. This dying tree is a tan oak that has been dying from an infection from a parasitic water mold called Phytophthora ramorum, otherwise known as sudden oak death. A nearly uncontrollable scourge brought from the east made its way here in garden plants like camellias and rhododendrons. So, yeah, unfortunate to see it. It's just killed millions of trees. Okay, here's our first one of the target species. Hopefully there are more of them, but if I can just get a hold of her, a branch or something. Yeah. All right, see these needles? Those belong to Torreya Californica, and they are in the Taxodiaceae, or is it Taxaceae? No, Taxaceae, excuse me. Taxodiaceae is like a subfamily. But see, they're kind of skinny looking because they're spindly because they're in the shade. If it was like getting direct sun all the time, it would probably be a much fuller and thicker plant. But here we got some more needles. They're very sharp. I mean, like ow. So, pretty much a dinosaur age conifer. I mean, almost all of them are, but who knows as to when it evolved, when did it differentiate from its ancestor. So, you know, if it has a common ancestor for sure. So, yeah, these guys, Torreya Californica, they smell wonderful. Here is a fruit that I had picked up earlier. Not a fruit. So this is actually called an aral, A-R-A-L. And inside of it is a naked seed, meaning it doesn't have an embryo around it. So what happens in nature, in the natural setting, this shell around the naked seed decomposes, and then the seed is laying on the ground waiting for more soil to be deposited on it and leaf material. So a lot of gymnosperms need very fertile soil for them to successfully germinate. So in habitat, you'll see is like the ground is just littered with leaves and sticks and dying plants. So those will eventually provide enough nutrients for the seed of this plant to germinate. And there aren't many of them around. They occur in just a few localities, like locally, like the foothills of the Sierra Nevada. Where else? The coastal, foothills. So yeah, Torreya Californica. I've always admired the tree. They're kind of related to redwoods. Possibly, you know, they had a common ancestor millions of years ago, and they diverged. So, here's a heuchera in amongst this grass, which I think is, hold on, okay. There's heuchera, macrantha. And the grass, I'm so bad at grasses. Too lazy to really bother with them because they all do look the same. Except this one. It has a really nice wide leaf. But what are you? I don't know. Okay, a hollowed out cavity of a redwood tree. 2 of them. Look how wide they are. Holy man. How big are you? Wow. Huge. Fall, just, you can feel it. I can feel it in the air. Fall is here. It's been here, but it really feels like it now. Oh, the sweet smell of, I don't know what it is, maples, maybe? It smells good. Oh, it's probably this ceanothus right here. But it's not in bloom, but it smells like it. Interesting. So, is this? Yes. It's a little guy. Well, I can guarantee you it's like 50 years old. So, here we are. The wonderful Torreya Californica again. Ouchie, ouchie. Very, very tough needles. Definitely an adaptation to, if not dinosaurs, then, you know, Ice Age megafauna. So, and here's the underside. Kind of like a gluck. Are they like a, ouch, silvery colored? No. But, ow. So, yeah. Mean as hell. Lovely though. And, still, this one's in a lot of light, but she's still spindly. Not enough, maybe. So, yeah, they just lay dormant here. Not dormant, but they lay in wait. All these trees are. All these little guys are just waiting for their giant neighbors to fall one day and give them the light that they need. So, so yeah, nice view. It's pretty much it, you know. What happened to that fern? Nice, healthy. Oh, somewhat healthy. It's still infested. A tan oak tree right here. Notholithocarpus densiflorus. Say it with me. Vaccinia movatum. Oh, I just love the way they look. hell? Ooh, I forgot the name of this guy. Completely forgot its name, but it's really pretty. Yeah. It's like, I think a type of sedge. Carex is the botanical name for sedges. Sedges have edges, okay? Oh, that's... I may jinx it, but I'm glad that nobody's on this trail yet. Okay, well, let's look at some of the little guys as well. Got Lysomachia latifolia here. And I just saw her. Darn it. Well, the fruits here belong to the pink, what's it called? The pink honeysuckle, Lonicera hispidula, right there. Very cute pink flowers that come out in the spring. So this trail is called the Pioneer Tree Trail, again in Samuel P. Taylor State Park. It's kind of brief, to be honest. I wouldn't say underwhelming though. It's got quite a few big trees, and not much in terms of views. But if you want views, you can go across the street to, I forgot the name of that hill, but it's a big hill. Really big hill. So there's another one, just so you get a good look at her. Torreya Californica, commonly referred to as the California Nutmeg, is not related to nutmeg in any way, shape, or form. So common names are kind of dumb like that, but it doesn't matter. So you want to call it that? Fine by me. I couldn't care. So Torreya Californica. It looks like a pissed off, it's a very angry tree. It's defending itself. But it's like a Charlie Brown Christmas tree that roided up and then put on like BDSM gear with lots of spikes. So, and here's in comparison the Redwood, the Sequoia sempervirens. So it's kind of the same two-dimensional leaf pattern, but pretty awesome. There's kind of a big one. Torreya Californica. Can we even see it? It's like I've noticed that they don't show up on film that well. It might just be my camera too. It kind of sucks. Whatever. I just love that leaf pattern and how mean it is. I do like mean plants at times. I used to not like it. To this day, of course, I still get my hands full of cactus needles and stuff like that, but it's okay. I do it out of love. I love my cactus. I gotta show you one day. I got a very rare South American conifer called it's called Araucaria angustifolia, otherwise known as the Paranha pine, native to northern Brazil and like Paraguay. So it comes from a lineage, a very old tree, a very old lineage of trees that's been around since probably the Triassic, or maybe the late Carboniferous even. Nah, probably not. Maybe early Triassic, as long as it's been around. And yeah, they're just dinosaur conifers. As far as we know, the coast redwoods here diverged from their common ancestor roughly 47 million years ago, which would put it in the mid to late Jurassic. The world was a very different place back then, very warm, pretty the interior parts of the continents were very dry, not a lot of dense vegetation, and even as places like Antarctica, which wasn't in the South Pole yet, it was kind of merged up with where South Africa is now. But yeah, a very different time, very tropical it was back then. But these guys are how sturdy the Cupressaceae family is. That's their family, the Redwoods family. Cypresses, junipers are in that family too. Yeah, they're like, Ice Age, no problem. Bring it on. So, oh yeah, it's just so pretty. Oh wow, too bad. I don't even know if it'll show up on film. There's a big one. Follow that stem, that trunk. Goes up about 30 feet. Yeah, it's wispy. A lot of them here. You can't even see them on camera. but I can tell. Yeah, quite a few of those Torreya Californicas here. It feels like we're in the late Cretaceous, man. Love it. Ferns, and I'm sure by then, well, let me say late Cretaceous. Of course, California had probably just started, well, 200 million years ago, just started to peek out of the ocean. So, who knows? But yeah. So, oh, look at that. Gorgeous fall color. Speaking of fall color, this is kind of what we get here. Is the wonderful poison oak. Kind of puts on a little bit of fall color. Well, I think that's all I got for you. Honestly, I'm kind of spacing out. And, all right, well, this has been fun. Gonna enjoy the rest of my hike in solitude. So, I'm gonna pass on to you fortitude. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you for watching. And, feeling down, don't worry about it, man. It could always be worse. All right. Bye.